Everyone gets caught up with the technical, how-to, little tactics of starting an online course. But what we really want is an easy roadmap that anyone can follow. Today, I want to walk you through my how to start an online course roadmap for beginners and show you that it really doesn't have to be that complicated, although there are some technical aspects to it. And I want to get you started as soon as possible. Let's dive into it.
I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never run. So fight and die.
Okay, so you're out there searching things about how to start an online course, how to build a course business, what course platform should I use, where should I host my videos, and what email service should I use, and all of this kind of stuff. And you're getting stressed out and lost, and trust me, I've been there and I've done that. And it's hard. It's hard. I mean, starting any business is hard. Going through the research process of any business is hard. But starting an online course business has a lot of details to it. It's got a lot of things. Some people can start a landscaping business with just a truck and a lawnmower and a weed eater. And sometimes I'm like, man, that would just be so much easier to go out and do that. And you work a job, you get paid. I think there's something really, really great about that. When it comes to online business, we have to figure out what platforms to use and what email automation to set up and where to find people and how to sell and all of this stuff, because we have this digital barrier that is the computer or the phone between us and our audience. We can't just go knock on the door of somebody and say, hey, would you like me to teach you how to play guitar? It's just, you could, but chances are you're not going to find very many people who are willing to do that. So here's the truth. There's no perfect way to start your online course. There's no perfect way. You're going to hear from a lot of different people on how they believe you should do it, including myself. There's no perfect way. I've worked with course creators. I've seen the ups and downs and we started here, but we didn't know we needed this thing. And then so we got to go back here and we got to do this thing. And now we can go a little bit further and, forgot about this thing. It's not a straight line. It's a freaking squiggle. It's all over the place. And that's okay. No matter who tells you what to do or what roadmap to take, you're going to be in that squiggle. Now, my job is to help that squiggle be straighter and more of a line, but it just depends on what you're doing too. Some courses require different things, and that's okay. So, I've seen people start in many, many different ways. Some people start because they've already got an audience and they've been maybe they're an author or they're an artist or something like that, and they've been posting on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook and all this other stuff for a long time. And so they already have people who follow them, who like them, who would be down to take a course from them. But we're not all that lucky. For me, for example, I've been working with online courses for many years. I've been in marketing for even more years, and I haven't been documenting that process. I haven't been building content. I haven't been building an audience. I wish that I had, but I was always like, I don't really know what I need to be documenting here. So I didn't build an audience. So me and you are in the same boat. The truth is that you have to start with an audience, though. So this comes to step number one. You have to grow an audience around the topic that you want to teach. And I know you might be rolling your eyes, crap, man, I thought you were going to tell me something, a quick and easy step to get started. I know, I am. And we're going to incorporate things a little bit quicker than maybe some other people who teach do. But the most important thing is that you find a group of people who listen to you, who like you, who trust you, who engage with you, who read your emails, who watch your videos, who visit your website. You need those people. And there are a lot of ways to get those people. I mean, there really are. You can host free webinars. You can create content on social media or in your blog or in your video. I mean, that's what I'm doing right now. Trying to understand that I'm doing that right now for you because I want you to listen to me. I want you to engage with me. I want to teach you something. I want to help you. I want you to, be connected with me. So you can do that with a podcast, YouTube videos, all kinds of things. You can also, something that a lot of people teach is that you can go into other people's communities and you can become an expert in that community. This can be a Facebook group around the topic that you want to teach. This can be something like a subreddit. If you're not familiar with Reddit, it's a really great site. You can get lost in there for many, many hours. But they have basically forums around different topics. So sticking with the guitar teaching example, you can go find forums based on guitar, probably 20, if not more, guitar-related forums. And you can just answer people's questions, talk, comment, that kind of thing, get known. But you can do that in Facebook groups too. And in Facebook groups, you can really, really gain a following because they can follow you back and that kind of thing. There's also a site called Quora where people ask questions, and I don't really know the details of Quora. I think you have to I think it's grown a lot. You have to become a member and all this kind of stuff. So it's just an example if you want to look into that, because people do go there looking for answers to things. Now, I know that many of you are probably thinking, what about ads? What about ads? Can I start with ads? Can I do ads now? The answer is pretty much no, but it's not far off. Some people tell you they don't spend $1 in ads, and that's cool. That's great. I'm going to tell you that a advertising strategy coupled with an organic reach strategy is probably going to be your best bet, because what you're not trying to do is advertise and sell your course. You're trying to promote the relationship that you can have with people. Let me give you an example. So something I've done a lot in the past for clients is, instead of saying in an ad, hey, buy this. This is great. This is exactly what you need. This is why. Instead, I take a really valuable piece of content, something that's gotten a lot of engagement, and I turn that into an ad, and then I drive people to read that content or watch that content, whatever it is. Then the people who read and watched that content get some kind of call to action. Download this free thing. Watch this other free thing. Get into our email funnel. We'll give you this information, that kind of thing. Or you can retarget the people who engaged with that content and sell, if they engaged at a certain level, you can sell them even further because they already showed interest. Anyway, that's getting into a lot of tactical stuff. I'm just trying to tell you that, yes, ads are a faster strategy there, but you spend a lot more money to make money, and you don't always get the feedback that an audience will give you. So if you use advertising as a way to grow your audience, as a way to gain momentum and engagement with your audience, that can be a much more effective tool. But we're still in step one. We're still talking about the fact that you need an audience to get started with your topic. So now we're going to go to step two. While you're building this audience, while you're creating content, recording videos, starting a podcast, whatever, while you're doing that, you can start building out your course platform. You can decide, okay, this is what I want to teach. These are the things that I know really, really well. And then as you are building that content library and as you're engaging with people, they're going to ask you questions. They're going to say, hey, what would you suggest about this? How should I go about these things? And a lot of those questions are going to be like, oh, I didn't even think about that. You're going to incorporate that into your course, into the first paid piece of educational content that you create. And so you're kind of getting a little bit of, you're like, okay, this is hopefully I'm assuming that you've already got a topic and you've already researched it and everything. I meant to mention that earlier, but this isn't going out and building a topic and everything. I'm assuming you've already done that. You already know you want to teach guitar, or you want to, teach someone how to run, a small business, or any number of things. So you've already validated that idea, but now you're getting really in-depth information from your audience about what they want to learn. So while you're doing this, you can start building out that idea of like what you're going to teach. You can start building out your course platform. The platform that I suggest using is Kajabi. It's my favorite. It's the one I have the most experience with. I know a lot of people on Teachable and Thinkific and things like that, and I'm sure those are great. I know those are great platforms, but I like Kajabi. It's got everything right there. It's really, really easy to use. Great CRM system on the back end. Anyway, so I suggest using Kajabi. You can go ahead and get that set up, start playing with it, start building out some things. You can get some photos of yourself, done if you don't already have them, of you doing the thing that you're going to teach. You're going to need those for your, for your sales emails and your homepage and all of that. You can start writing your website copy. You can start writing the homepage, the text that's going to go on the homepage, and you can create your lead magnet. Now, your lead magnet is just something free and really, really valuable and very simple that you're going to give to people. I'll put a link to mine below. I have one called the How to Structure Your Online Course Business Cheat Sheet. It's just a simple PDF that someone can use to go through and basically check the boxes and say, okay, I have these things in place. So you want something really, really valuable for people to go ahead and get on your email list, because just because you don't have a product yet doesn't mean you can't start building an audience and building an email list. Now, this third step is nurturing that audience. Yeah, I know we're not getting to the actually building the course yet, but this is all laying the foundation for this online course business. So when you are building this audience, you can't just give them something and then go silent. You've got to nurture them. You've got to keep engaging with them. That's you can do this in many, many ways, but the main thing is you need to have some kind of email sequence. Once they download that lead magnet from you, you've got to have something to follow up with, even if you're just sending them more valuable content. Hey, I think you'd like this. Hey, I think this will help you, that kind of thing. But ultimately, you're going to turn that email sequence into a sales sequence. We'll, later videos, we'll talk about that. But right now, I just want you in the habit of continuing to engage and warm up this audience. Send them other valuable videos you've made. Send them other downloads you have, whatever. Maybe ask them if they'd like to schedule a one-on-one coaching call. If you're, especially if your product is really high ticket price, a one-on-one coaching call can be a great option because it really gets people warmed up to you. Maybe your course is going to be like $5,000 or something, and you really need to let these people engage with you face-to-face first. So basically, this email sequence is a great way to keep them warm. And then after that, I would really suggest trying to keep an email going out once a week. Something, even if it's just letting them know, hey, just posted this content. I thought you'd really like it. Or if you have something, hey, this happened this week, and I learned something from it, and I think it's something that you can learn from. Okay, the next way to nurture your audience is a Facebook group. And I know some people are going to tell you, Facebook's dead, it's cringy, it's whatever. People still spend a lot of time on Facebook. There are a lot of highly engaged with groups. There are groups around. That's the thing is, Facebook got us all to create these profiles. And I mean, even the youngest generations now, they say they don't touch Facebook, but generally they still have a Facebook profile. And so these Facebook groups are resources for anyone regarding a niche or a topic or something that they want to learn. So I think a Facebook group is a great way to start engaging with people around a topic that you want to teach. When they download your lead magnet, they can go to a thank you page that says, thank you so much for downloading this, valuable blah, blah, blah. I'd love to invite you to my private Facebook group where we discuss how to, improve ourselves, improve our guitar playing. We have people from all levels, and they support each other, and we share videos and everything like that. It's really, really great. Come join us. Invite them to the party, get them excited. And Facebook groups are just a really, really great place to bring people together and for you to be seen as an expert, because you don't have to be the guy who has the answers to everything, or gal. You don't have to be the guy or gal that has the answers to everything. You just have to bring together the people who want to talk about the topic. You just get to kind of be the mayor of the town, You just get to kind of hang out and propose questions and engage and help people. And yeah, so now there are things to Facebook groups. You can research that you have to learn, but just start out. Just start. It's easy. It's free. Okay, so step 4. Now we are going to start outlining your online course. I know this is the part that you've been waiting for. We're finally here. And I appreciate it if you stuck with it this long. You've got commitment. So, started out building that audience and getting them engaged. Now we've got we're working on a platform, and we're kind of making a place where we can nurture that audience. We're going to start outlining the knowledge that we want to teach in this online course. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to start at the end. I want you to think about a result you have, a result you can deliver for someone. Whether that be you'll be able to sight read music on the guitar, or you'll be able to jam with your band on the guitar, or maybe it's a sport. Maybe you're going to shoot under par on the golf course, and you're going to impress your friends and the people you work with. Maybe it's you're going to teach them how to bake a beautiful and delicious wedding cake. Whatever that is, whatever your result is, that's what you want to start with. And then you're going to backtrack. You're just going to start going, well, if you're going to do this, you have to at least do this. And to do that, you got to do this. Or you can start with the result. You can go back to the beginning and you can say, well, these are the things. But it doesn't matter. Just get it out on paper. Just get it out, write it down. Start with the result and basically outline every step they need to get to that result. Now, each of those steps are going to turn into modules, which a module is basically like a chapter in your course, okay? Each chapter or module is going to have lessons. Those lessons are going to be anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes long, okay? I want you to keep that in your mind, because people don't want to watch an hour-long lesson. They want to watch 5, 10, 15 minutes max. If it's something really, really engaging, or you have to do it, do a 20-minute lesson, but really try and break that up. Do part 1 and 2. Give them a place to stop and practice, to do some things, to feel like they've, oh, I see. Okay, I'm swinging a golf club, but not very well. I actually play golf. I should not. Okay, so okay, I'm putting. Okay, I can see what he's talking about. Now on to the next step of this module. So I want you to outline those and make them so that they are super easy to consume. Then you're going to start filming your course. Now, this is a daunting task for a lot of people, and I totally get it, because I just like things to look nice. And some of the course creators I've worked with, they professionally film their courses. They've got 3 camera angles. They're all on Sony A7 whatevers, and they got a soundboard and everything, and mics hooked up to their face, and I'm just like, y'all do it right. I'm not a filming expert, but I've seen a lot of online courses that just do it with one DSLR camera or camcorder, or I'm doing mine with my smartphone, which a lot of people do. Right now I'm recording this video on an iPhone. Yeah, so maybe you couldn't tell, and maybe that was surprising. I hope. Doesn't matter. But you can record your online courses with just about any device that we have these days. I might even go as far as to say you can use the webcam on your Mac. I don't know about on a Windows. Sorry. I'm not sure you guys have strong enough webcams yet. Now, some online course content is not visually pleasing. What do? Maybe you're an accountant. Maybe you're teaching people how to do their end of the year taxes or keep a budget or something like that. This is where you really, really want to incorporate slides. You want to go in, you want to create some nice, good looking slides for your course. And basically, you just want to record yourself sitting there reading them. Not reading them word for word, but giving dialogue to them, narrating, talking about what to do. Or maybe you're actually teaching people how to use something like Pro Tools if they're, a recording, if this is a music recording course or something like that, and you can actually show yourself using the program. You're going to screen record that and simultaneously record the audio over that so that people can listen to you talk while you're doing that. There are lots of programs out there that will help you screen record what's going on and do a little camera of your face. Loom is a great one. But all right, I'm going to stop for a second because this is where I want to give some encouragement. People are not buying the filming quality of your online course. They're buying you. They're buying your knowledge. And they are buying the result that you are selling them. Okay? So, if you teach them how to do what you do over a slide deck, that is totally fine. As long as you can teach them how to do what it is you promised. So, don't get so caught up on the video quality, the method, all of that stuff. You don't need a film crew to go out with you to the golf course. If you're going to teach them how to play guitar, set it up on a tripod, get a cheap tripod and some lights, sit down with a half decent background behind you and play the guitar and show them and have some good camera angles on your fingers, or hire somebody or ask a friend to help you, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Now you're going to have this course edited. You can get this done on Fiverr by some freelancers. You can do it yourself if you're technically savvy. I don't have a shortcut to this. This is one of those things, you can do it on iMovie. If you've got a Mac, you can do it probably on a free video editor online. Shoot, you can make videos in Canva now, and that's a free online tool. But you do have to have some technical savvy for this if you're going to do it yourself, especially if you recorded that audio separately. You have to merge those two. There are some things to that. But get it edited, and then if you have to, at the end, send it to somebody to finalize the edits or something. I'm doing mine myself. It's just the way I roll. Now, okay, we're going back to this audience. So you've been engaging, you've been putting out content this entire time, you've been filming this course, and now you still are growing this audience, you're still engaging with them, but you're ready to start teasing it. You're ready to start telling them, hey, I have something for you guys. I'm really excited. I'm going to put out a course on this. I really want to help this community. And then you're going to do a beta test. This is what I would suggest. Start out with a beta test. Pick 10 to 20 people, who will take the course for half off in exchange for reviews. Okay? Suggestions, feedback. Now you can go, so give it to them, ask that they complete it, and then take that information that they've given you and improve the course. Take another few weeks, whatever it is, improve the course, film a few more videos, see where you miss things, see how you can improve it, and then do a big release. Get really excited about this. You've already started teasing it a little bit, like, hey, I'm gonna release this. Then you kind of direct message those people, like, hey, would you be willing to take this course, for a very discounted price? Even do it for free if you want, to give me feedback, and then make a big deal out of the launch. Take that inertia and turn it into sales. Do giveaways. Do include free coaching for the first, 10, 20, 50 people, however many people you want to do free coaching for. 50 is a lot. Give some incentive to buy this. Give them a special price for the first, 2 weeks or something. But now you have that already curated audience who is 50 times more likely, I'm going to say. I'm just pulling out a number from thin air. 50 times more likely to buy your course because you've been engaging with them, you've been teaching them, they've been following you, they like you, they know you, they trust you. So those are my 7 steps. That's it. Step 1, grow an audience around your topic. Step 2, start building out the platform. Step 3, nurture an audience. And then step 4, start outlining your course. Step 5, start filming your course. Step 6, edit your online course. And step 7, start teasing your online course to your audience and start selling. Now, if you're still looking for more information, if you really want to get that roadmap or that cheat sheet that I talked about earlier, my how to structure your online course business cheat sheet, I'm going to put a link below this video or podcast, whichever one you're listening on, to get that free lead magnet. It's just something to look through and basically check off like, okay, I'm doing this, I know I've got this. If you've got any feedback, questions, suggestions for me, I'd love to hear them in the comments below. Now go out there and start working on your online course.